Hello and welcome to another episode of Guts and Guns, where we talk about the things that matter. Hey everyone! Hope everyone's in great shape. Glad you made it back to another episode of Guts and Guns. Today we're going to be talking about absolute best gun on the market. But first, I want to mention something real important. All the episodes that we do here on these podcasts are sponsored by American Preparedness Academy, where they teach people the information that saves others' lives. Always remember, it's important where you learn when what you learn saves lives. www.savelives101.com. Alright, with that being said, I want to get right to the topic. What is the absolute best pistol on the market today? I mean, what pistol surpasses all others, is completely legal in every single state in the United States, and with the proper documentation can be carried, concealed, and can also, in those free states, be carried on your side at all times? Can anyone take a guess to which pistol I'm referring to? I know. You think, I can't wait to hear what my opinion is. Well, you know what? You're going to be surprised about what I say, and you're going to completely agree with me. Every single person that is a gun owner out there, at one point or another, will find that I am completely 100% right in this assessment. And now I've got you really thinking about it, don't I? Look, before we get into this and before I actually tell you, just talk a few things about a few guns. I mean, obviously there's Glocks and there's CZs and there's Sig Sauers and Springfields and, Colts and all kinds of different firearms out there, all different manufacturers and makes and models. And these guns are constantly being purchased. Obviously, I think everyone knows that the Glock is probably the most common firearm purchased out there when it comes to handguns, and everybody seems to want a Glock. Now, are you you think I'm going to tell you a Glock is the absolute best handgun out there? No, I'm not. And honestly, you probably won't guess this at all. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. Maybe you have the same belief already that I do, and you're just listening to this podcast for the entertainment value alone, which is really me stretching it out, because I am creating suspense on purpose, and I am trying to actually get people to understand that the suspense is being built on purpose. Every firearm out there has its goods and its bads, but there is one firearm that stands out above all the others, especially in the time of need. Now, I'm gonna say that there's a lot of firearms that are actually built out of country that are sold here in the United States on a regular basis, and those are many of those are very, very, very good firearms. Glock is obviously built in Austria. And then there's a U.S. version of Glock. There is a GSG, a German sport gun. Some of those are very good, although they're lower calibers. I think they're making the higher calibers now, but they're not readily available everywhere. There's guns that are made in Turkey. There's guns that are made, and some of them are great, some of them are not. When it comes to that, now obviously there are a lot of firearms that are iffy at best out there. So, but understand this, there's pluses and minuses to those as well. So, alright, without further ado, I've wasted enough time and I've built enough suspense from you. I'm going to tell you right now, the absolute best firearm out there, best gun, best pistol out there that you could ever have, that you could ever own. And it's not based in caliber. It is literally the gun that goes bang and shoots straight when you need it to. That is the best firearm out there. Now, there are hundreds of those. So what I want most gun owners, and mostly it's the newer gun owners, but all gun owners to realize is that just because you like it doesn't mean the guy next to you has to, or the girl next to you has to. One guy might like one manufacturer, and another one might like another. One might like one caliber in one manufacturer and a different caliber in a different manufacturer. Everything is relative to the person who's holding the gun, shooting the gun, training with the gun, and it's super important that when the trigger is pressed, it goes bang. And when it goes bang the right time, at the right place, in the right direction, when you want it to and how you want it to. That is the best firearm out there. I don't care where you stand in the firearms industry. I don't care what make you like the most. If your Glock that you say you love doesn't go bang when you press the trigger, guess what you're going to say about that particular firearm? Well, that failed. And when it's in the time of need, guess what? If it doesn't do it then, didn't save your life, didn't do you any good. All the training in the world didn't help you at all, did it? All right, well, best firearm in the world. The one that goes bang when you press the trigger and when you need it to, and fires nice and straight. There you go. Can't argue with that, I bet. Well, I hope you can't, because that's pretty much the truth. All right, guys. Well, I will talk to you in the next one. Well, that's it for this episode, folks. We hope you tune in for the next one. Until then, have a great week.